All right, let's take a big deep breath. I need to take a big deep breath. Okay, some of you are probably thinking, wow, there are a lot of changes. Yes, there is. Turn right now and look at your teacher. Say, whatever your teacher's name is, did Mr. Miller have a long staff meeting this year? They're all going to say, oh yeah, it was very long, okay? The reason it was long is because we have a lot of new things we have to talk about. So that's why announcements today are just a long set of announcements. So we have to continue. Here we go. Here's a big one. Restroom. So when you go to the restroom as a class, I have told your teachers there can be 5 people in the restroom at one time. So that is going to be a change. When you go to the restroom, you need to use the restroom, go to the sink, put soap on your hands, rub the soap underneath the running water for 20 seconds. Now 20 seconds is a long time. So I've heard some people say they sing their ABCs. Our students at Tri-Central Elementary, I would hope, know their ABCs, right, Mrs. Anderson?
Yes.
So ABC, and you go all the way through it while you're washing your hands. Rinse your hands off. Either use the blow dryer, paper towel, throw away the paper towel in the trash can, and walk out. Do we go in the restroom and high five our buddy that we see in the restroom? No. Go in. You're maintaining social distance. Do your business. Wash your hands for 20 seconds, and out you go, because there's going to be other students waiting to use the restroom and wash their hands. The single most important thing we can do the entire school year to help control the spread of COVID-19, do you know what it is, Mrs. Anderson? The single most important thing we can do?
Washing our hands.
Washing our hands, okay? Now, some of you are going to say, well, Mr. Miller, my mom or dad gave me some hand sanitizer, or I see hand sanitizer stations in the building. Yep, you're probably going to see some of those, but we want you to wash your hands before you consider hand sanitizer. If you can't wash your hands, you only have hand sanitizer, that's fine, but we're going to stress washing your hands all the time. So in each one of your classrooms, there's a sink. There's going to be running water, soap, paper towel, in all of your classrooms. The teachers are going to remind you, wash those hands. So you're going to get tired of us telling you, wash your hands. Hey, did I tell you, wash your hands?
Mm-hmm. Wash your hands.
Okay, all right, so we're washing our hands. So another thing that's going to be a lot different this year, recess. So a lot of people said, Mr. Miller, are we going to have recess? Well, yeah, we're going to have recess, okay? But is recess going to look a little different? Yep. Here's how it's going to look different. And guess what? Teachers, I hope you're listening. Staff members, I hope you're listening, because this is a change from what I told you. Kids are going to go outside. Kindergarten and first grade will be together. Second and third grade will be together. Fourth and fifth grade will be together. When you're outside and you're playing, whether it's on the swings, on the playground equipment, you're playing with someone, jumping rope, whatever it may be, after 10 minutes of being on the playground, the teacher's going to blow the whistle, and guess what's going to happen then? Well, let's just see how that might work. Be ready, Mrs. Anderson.
All right.
So, I'm the playground teacher. 10 minutes are up. You're now going to switch with who you're playing with and go find someone else or go to a different activity, okay? After 10 minutes. So when that whistle blows, it's not time to come in yet. It's just time to switch or play with someone else, go to a different activity, okay? That's going to help spread COVID-19, all right? Because we want you to be here in school.
Not spread it. It's going to help prevent.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a test. She was listening. She was listening. Very good, Mrs. Anderson. Okay. She didn't graduate from Butler for nothing. Okay. So prevent the spread of COVID-19. So remember, 10 minutes. Hear that whistle? We're going to rotate. There's going to be several staff members outside. They'll help remind you that that's what we're doing. Whew. Wow, I need to take another breath. All right. So now the whistle blows and it's time to come in. Teacher's going to raise their hand, tell you where to come to line up. And guess what we're going to do when we get inside the building? The very first thing. Back to the sink. Back to the restroom. We're going to wash our hands for 20 seconds. we're going to get them good because we've been outside, okay? We've been playing. We got to get those hands nice and clean so we're ready to go back in the classroom and get back to business. So, recess, as of now, we're going to have it with just a few changes. So that's recess. What about the classrooms? So you're going to be in a classroom. You are going to be obviously with other boys and girls in the room. The teachers are going to do the very best they can to keep you spread apart from other people. If they ask you to wear your mask, you need to have your mask on. There are going to be times when you don't have to wear your mask in the room. So if the teacher is at the front of the room and everybody is seated at their desk or at their tables, the teacher might take their mask off, and the teacher might say, boys and girls, you can now take your mask off if you would like to take your mask off. So the masks themselves, I look at this mask, and when I was a little boy, I think I would have probably done some fun things with my mask. Is my mask a slingshot?
Oh.
Am I supposed to put my mask on my head?
No.
Am I supposed to wear my mask down here?
No.
No. So when I wear my mask needs to go over my nose, my mouth, and my chin. Just like that. So Mrs. Anderson and I are wearing our mask correctly. That's what needs to happen with your mask. Don't forget your lanyard. That'll help keep track of your mask. Okay? So just help us a little bit. Listen to your teachers. Follow directions. Follow procedures. We'll have no problems with our mask. So we told you that the school is going to provide you with some items. This, and this. But remember, tell mom or dad you're going to need some extra things because the school can't continue to provide it for you all year long. So, in quick review, there's a lot of changes that we have made for this school year. Our number one goal is that all students will be safe when you're at school. We want you at school. We want you to stay at school. But guess what? We all sometimes get sick. So, moms and dads need to remember each morning to say to you, hey, are you feeling okay? Do you have a fever? Does your throat hurt? Things like that. And if you're not feeling well, you need to stay at home. And you need to tell mom or dad to probably give Mrs. Calvin, the nurse, a phone call so she can talk with them and see if you have any issues for coming back to school. We want kids to be at school, but this year of all years, if you are sick, you're going to need to stay home. Okay? Mrs. Anderson, what else do you think we need to talk about? Anything else?
Well, we've covered a lot of those procedures. I think the most important thing is for kids to know that we it will look a little bit different. We have some new policies in place, but we are so excited that you're here, and we want everyone to stay safe and do their very best every day to learn and to have a great year.
Absolutely. And you know what? I just remembered there is another pretty important procedure that I forgot to tell you about that we have changed. So if you get picked up by mom or dad or someone else, we're doing it a little different. Around 2:50, your teacher will say, it's time for you to go for parent pickup. You will go down to the gym. You will meet several of your specials teachers at the gym. And then your specials teachers will take you outside and line you up one at a time. When they see your mom or dad, they will open up the door and tell you it's time to go with mom or dad and leave. So mom and dads are not allowed in the building any longer. Same thing in the morning. If you're used to mom or dad coming in, taking you to your classroom, we are not allowing visitors or parents in our building any longer. So in the morning time, if you want mom to bring you or dad to bring you to the door, they'll have to park their car, walk you across the crosswalk in front of our building by the main office, door 17, and they can bring you up to the doors, and there will be an adult there waiting for you, but mom or dad can't come in. I know that's a big bummer for a lot of you. It's a big bummer for a lot of us too, but that's the safest way to get you in the building and then back out of the building. So if you're one of those morning people that get dropped off, make sure you tell mom and dad to be patient, stay in line. They can drive right up to the front, and we'll take one person getting out of their car at a time, and then the next person pulls up, that group gets out of their car, and we'll continue to do that until everybody is out of their car and into their building. So this year, Mrs. Anderson has already talked about manners, but one of the big words that I think we all need to focus on is the lifeline of flexibility. because this year is going to be completely different, unlike any other years. And my hope is that we'll all look back on the year 2020 and say, you know what? If we could get through 2020, we can do anything, okay? So there have been times this year I've been pretty stressed out. Mrs. Anderson's been stressed out. Your teachers have been stressed out. All of us have been stressed, okay? But we are all in this together. I told the teachers yesterday, we're all in the same boat, okay? So we're all doing the same thing. We're all going to work really hard. We're going to keep a positive growth mindset, okay? We're going to use the power of yet, okay? If you don't know how to do something, you don't know how to do it yet. So keep on being positive. We want you to have a terrific school year. If you ever have questions, if you need to talk with Mrs. Anderson, you can always come and see Mrs. Anderson. If you need to see me, you can definitely come anytime and see me as well. We hope you have a terrific school year. And again, I apologize for the length of the first day of announcements, but we had a lot to cover. So listen to your teachers and have a wonderful day. And don't forget to treat people right and do the right thing, and you'll have peace.